Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When you're the bank, that comes with a lot of responsibility. Security First Bank is the bank that knows your name, solves your problems, and stays flexible to make personal or business banking a whole lot easier. Because when you're the bank, you're built on people, relationships, trust, and straight talk. Security First Bank. We're the bank, but more importantly, we're your bank. Member FDIC.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for junior varsity action. We are going to announce and recognize our starters for the junior varsity game, starting with our visitors, the Lady Moguls. The senior number 0, Morgan Rowley. A sophomore, number 2, Caitlin Morrison. A senior number 3, Anna Hansen. A sophomore number 5, Tavian Irvin. A sophomore number 11, Henry Hollenbach. A freshman number 13, also the girl, Allie Brunson, number 13. a freshman, number 14, Brady Moguls. That wraps up our lineup for the Lady Moguls. And now for your Tatanka. Junior varsity, number 2, Shania Ferguson. Number 4, Jordan Wong. Number 12, Talea Crazy Thunder. A freshman, number 18, Maya Mills. Number 24, Gracie Headley. Your captain, number 30, Lita Janice. Round number 38, Daisy Minkro. All right, you get action volleyball tonight here in Tatanka Country.
Good evening and welcome to Tatanka Nation. I'm your host, Jeff Boyer. We're back in the house, finally. Been a little while since we've had a volleyball game here at home. The girls were on the road last week. Week before that, had the Hay Springs Triangular that we went to. So we're back at home. Happy to have you tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Starters for the Moguls. Let's go ahead and go with the serve. Serving for the Moguls is Anna Hansen. And that one's going to be out of bounds. Point, Lady Tatanka. And yeah, I'm doing scorekeeping tonight as well, so we'll try to keep up with that. First point, Lakota Tech, and Wallen serving for Lakota Tech. There's a bump over on 2. Denise quick on that, and no one there to get it. Point, Lady Moguls. They say you learn something new every day. I learned today that a mogul is a train engine. So if you wonder what a mogul is, it's a train engine. Pulls a train, I guess. Number 11 with the serve. Wallen sends it back and 1. There's a set by the Moguls. And over, back. Brazy off the back line. And Mills tapping that one over for a Lady Tatanka point. Boys football game coming up Friday. Well, first we're back in action again here tomorrow night with the volleyball. There's Janice with the serve. There's a set by Edgemont. Back over, Wong quick to get a hand on it. In the net, point, Lady Moguls. So we're back here for volleyball tomorrow night, and then the final football game of the season. We played at Pine Ridge. That'll be Parents' Night. We'll be on at 5 o'clock for that. The game's at 6. One bump back over by Brazy. 2 shots back. Brazy quick to get that, and that one sneaks back over the net. Set and tap over. Mills. And good play by Lady Tatankas, but better play by the Moguls. Number 2 to serve. That's Caitlin serving for Edgemont. Sent back by Big Crow in 1 shot. Setting that up. Back in 3. And Wallen off the back line. Going to be Big Crow setting it up for Crazy Thunder. That one's in tight to the referee over on the stairs there. Point, Lady Moguls. So Caitlin's back to serve again. And that's Brazy off the back, bumping it high. Janice with the second shot and trying to get to it out of bounds. There's Maya. Not getting to that one. Brings the score to 5-2 in favor of the Lady Moguls. Caitlin serve once again. Over. And Big Crow set, and Janice setting it up with the set. And Mill sends it back over for Dakota Tech. There's a setup back in 3 and Crazy Thunder to Janice and back over by Crazy Thunder. Here's a set by Edgemont, and it's Wallen off the back line. Big Crow and Mills in tight to the net, but Moguls able to Moguls. Make sure I don't put an N in there and make them the Mongols. I know what a Mongol is. So don't want to call them the Lady Mongols. That wouldn't be nice. So Lady Moguls. One's over. A dig and return by, that would be Brazy off the back line. Good play, Brazy. And that one's in the net. Point, Lakota Tech. So everybody will rotate. And in will come number 2, Shania Ferguson. Also, I believe the words libero, is it? rotate in without having to go through the whole substitution thing. Ferguson serves over. Set with 2, back in 3. Tipped as it comes over. And Janice is going to set that one up for Big Crow. It's going to be a free ball over. There's a set. Coming back in 3. Ferguson off the back. Walton running that one down. And back over by Lakota Tech. Here's a set. Coming back in 3. And it's Ferguson off the back. And Lakota Tech gets called for a net violation. That would be on Brazy. So your server for Edgemont. Try to get the number off the jersey there. We'll try to get it next time around. And close to the net, but going to get called for a net violation. They're stepping on the line, I believe. That's going to be point Moguls, long O. And we'll be back after this timeout break.
When you're the bank, that comes with a lot of responsibility. Security First Bank is the bank that knows your name, solves your problems, and stays flexible to make personal or business banking a whole lot easier. Because when you're the bank, you're built on people, relationships, trust, and straight talk. Security First Bank. We're the bank, but more importantly, we're your bank. Member FDIC.
This is what matters. This is
All right, we're back at that timeout. We didn't realize that was a 1-minute timeout. We could have given you another commercial. So number 0, that would be Morgan Road serves, and Janice off the back. Big Crow setting that up for Talea. She sends it back over in 3. Here's a set. It's over from on the 3rd, and it's Wall to Janice to Crazy Thunder. Back in 2 to Lakota Tech. There's Wall, Janice, and Crazy Thunder again. Free ball over. Kind of looks like a set. Coming back in 3. Ferguson catching that one on the back, and it goes out of bounds. Point Lady Moguls. Number 0, Morgan Road to serve once again for Edgemont. Janice, Crazy Thunder, and from the back is Wong. Sent it over, free ball. Setting this up, coming back in 3. Tapped over, and 4 hits by Lakota Tech. Point Moguls. Moguls with a pretty good lead here, 7-point lead here in this first set of this match, JV. And that one's out. Talea Crazy Thunder serving for Lakota Tech. Here's the serve. And that one's in the net. Point Lady Moguls. Number 5, Tevian Urban serving. Janice with the first one, and Jordan, and Janice back over. And that one's high. Ooh, bounces off the net onto Edgemont's side. They return it in 3. Ferguson, Janice, and Big Crow puts that over. Nice dig there. Back in 2 by Edgemont. Here comes the spike from Brazy. It's to the back. 2 shots. Coming back in 3, and this one finds the floor on the Lakota Tech side of the court. Point Lady Moguls. So Urban to serve once again for Edgemont. Oh, I think that was a line violation, but it looks like she stepped on the line, but nonetheless, it's still, yep, line. Indeed, they called it late, so it is Lakota Tech. Oh, yeah, back over to Lakota Tech. I was going to say that should be Tech point, so But let's put 5 on the board in the gymnasium. Yep, they do. And so Big Crow to serve. That one's powerful. If they play it, that might have been out, but they play it back in 3 to the back line. Crazy Thunder. Janice sends it back in 2. There's a set and a tap over, finds the floor on Lakota Tech's side. Point Lady Mogul. It's going to be 14 to serve. That would be Rayleigh Pavorse. Ferguson. Crazy Thunder sends it high up to the front line. Janice sends it over. There's a set with the tap back over. In tight to the net. Good volley here, and the Lady Moguls come out with that point. Pretty commanding lead, 14-5 for Edgemont. And Rayleigh will serve again. That one's out. A little bit too much power on that one. Goes out the backside. Point Lady Tatanka. Got a substitution. Ferguson comes out, and Maya Mills coming in, playing the left side of that front line. Here's Brazy to serve. And nice dig there, back in 2. Good job by Crazy Thunder and Janice working together to get that one back. Back in 3. And net violation called on Lakota Tech. Point Lady Moguls. Looks like we're going to have a substitution by the libero. Coming in, 3 goes to the bench. That'd be Hanson. And coming in is number 13, Allie Brunson. Allie serves in the net. Point Lady Tatanka. During the break, saw we had 12 viewers during the break. A couple likes. Appreciate that. That one's in. There's an ace for Wong. We got a comment. Post it in the comments section. Subscribers only. And every now and then we'll comment on those comments. Be sure to hit the notification, let you know whenever we're getting ready to go live with the game. And that one's out. Side out. Point Tatanka. Lakota Tech pulling within 6 here is Jordan Wall, continues to serve for Lakota Tech. It's over. There's just going to be a set back in 3. And that's Brazy off the back to Janice and Mills. But defending the net is number 0. Good defense by, that would be number 0 is Morgan Road. So that's Point Lady Moguls. And there's an ace for number 11, Hollenbeck of Edgemont. 17-9 is the score. So Hollenbeck serve once again. That one's in the net. Point Lady Tatanka. We have a substitution. Looks like Janice is going to come out, and in goes number 3. That is that Dupree? I believe it is. I'm used to seeing Dupree in the libero. It's a libero, so. There's a second bump off the back line. It'll be good. Doing well to get this one over, and that one's in the net. Point Lady Tatanka. Barrel comes in for Edgemont. Number 11 to the bench. That was Hollenbeck having a seat on the bench. Dupree, serve. Set back to the front line and over. Wall. And Brazy, Mills over with the 3rd. Point Lady Tatanka. You just joined us. We're still in the first set. I guess you can see that at the bottom of your screen. Our JV game, got a varsity game coming up after this match. Coming back in 3. Brazy trying to dig that one out. Unable to get to it. Point Lady Moguls. Your server will be number 2, Caitlin. Ooh, here's a tricky one. Loritzen. We'll go Loritzen. And that one's in the net by Caitlin. Point Tatanka. Number 2, Ferguson to serve for us. Here's a back in 3, Walm. Ferguson's back there for the set. And Brazy puts that one over for Lady Tatanka. Here's a set and a spike back over. Big Crow gets it out of the way and followed by Dupree. Sent over by Ferguson. Second set. Second shot of the set. A spike comes back over to Tack. It looked like a little bit of miscommunication between Dupree and Crazy Thunder. And that would be point Lady Moguls. Ace for Edgemont. That was 0 is the jersey number. That's Morgan Road. It's like refs doing a checkup on rotation for Lakota Tech. All right, and there's a whistle, and we'll resume play. Ferguson off the back, and that one will be out of bounds. There's an ace for Edgemont. Morgan to serve for Lady Moguls once again. And there's another ace. A little bit of confusion by Lakota Tech on that back line there. Morgan's put the ball in the same spot twice, and there's been that same confusion on that back line twice now. And hitting it consistently this time, Dupree. Almost a little bit of lack of communication once again, but Lakota Tech gets it over. Back to Tech, and Talea puts a free ball over on the third shot. There's a set, and that one's in the net by Edgemont. Point Lady Tatanka. Talea Crazy Thunder back to serve for Lakota Tech. And that one's out to the right. Substitution, number 13 comes out for Edgemont, and in goes number 11, that's Hadley. Holland something Beck. I'm trying to read while I'm watching. There's an ace hit by Ferguson off the back center and out of bounds. So this is set point in this first set for Edgemont. 10-point lead. Trying to stay alive. Third shot. Yep, they get it back over. Good job by Dupree. Third shot comes back. Ferguson off the back line. Dupree. And all the way up to the front. There's a nice bump by Wall to get that one over. They might stay alive here, and that one's out of bounds. Indeed, they do. Dakota Tech getting a point and winning the serve back. Definitely had their work cut out for them here in this first set. Big Crow serve. There's a set by Edgemont, over in 3. And there it is, set point. First match goes to Edgemont. Final score 25-15. We'll be back for the second set.
X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
When you're the bank, that comes with a lot of responsibility. Security First Bank is the bank that knows your name, solves your problems, and stays flexible to make personal or business banking a whole lot easier. Because when you're the bank, you're built on people, relationships, trust, and straight talk. Security First Bank. We're the bank, but more importantly, we're your bank. Member FDIC.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back to the second set of this JV game. So if you've been looked at the bottom of the screen and you saw that it's varsity, my apologies for not getting on top of that. This is our JV match. We're in the second set. First set, if you just tuned in, first set was won by Edgemont. The score 25-15. And there's a net violation by Lakota Tech. Point Lady Moguls. Best of three for JV games. C team and JV games, the best of three, so we're in the second one. Lakota Tech trying to win this one to force it to a third set. Big spike over. Wong gets a hand on it. That one goes out of bounds. Point Lady Moguls. There's a serve. It's over. Wong and Mills. And Janice sends it back on third. Free ball over. This one's going to be set up. Coming back on the third. Nice spike, but that one's out of bounds. Point Lady Tatanka. All right, something. A little change there. Something happened, so we'll change that to 3-4 and 0 for Lakota Tech. Some kind of penalty there. Missed that. And there's another point. A little bit of play there at the front line on the net, and point Lady Moguls. So they're up 4-0 right now, and serving as number 13, Allie Brunson for Edgemont. And that one's in the net. Point Lady Tatanka. So back to serve for Lakota Tech is Janice. And that's out of bounds on the return. Point Lakota Tech. Lita Janice serving for Lakota Tech. And that one's in the net. Point Lady Moguls. ace served by number 11, the Hadley Hollenbeck of Edgemont. There's another serve by Hadley. And that one just sneaks over the net. Talay gets a hand on it. And after 4 hits to get it over, there's point Lady Moguls. Moguls sporting that burnt orange jersey color. Kind of reminds me of Texas Longhorns. There's another ace off the hands of Maya Mills, number 18 of Lakota Tech. 8-2, so. Edgemont, after winning the first, 25-15, off to a good start. Score 8-2. Getting that one back up and over. Mills there with the kill. Point Lady Tatanka and Mills to serve for Lakota Tech. Back center line. There's a set back up to the front. Coming over. Wall gets a hand on it, but gets out of the way, but no one in range to get over and get up underneath that for a second shot. Point Lady Moguls. Serving now is number 2, Caitlin. And there's an ace for Edgemont once again. Had a few of them this game. And there's a timeout called by Lakota Tech. We'll be back after this timeout break.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
All right, back for that timeout. Edgemont, pretty good mood right now. I watched them during the timeout. A couple of girls all in the huddle, lip syncing to Mama Rock Me Like a Wagon Wheel. Music, Yami's down there playing. Yami Jack in charge of our music and our announcing here in the gymnasium. And even had a couple of the bench players down there. Well, they were doing a little bit of square dancing or something like that. So Edgemont seems to be in a pretty good mood right now, and they have a reason to be, winning the first set 25-15 and up by 10-3 here in the second. So Wall sends it over on the third. Here's a set by Edgemont coming back in 3, and there's a kill by Edgemont. Serve. And Wall up to Big Crow, and Crazy Thunder sends that one over. Back in 2, Dupree, and over by Brazy. Third shot coming back to Tech. Ferguson runs that in the back corner, and it's then tight to the net. Big Crow can't handle that one, so point Lady Moguls. Here's a serve by Edgemont, and that's in the net. Point Lady Tatanka. Talay Crazy Thunder serving for Lakota Tech. And that one's on the net. Point Lady Moguls. Substitution is a Librero comes in, number 13, and number 11, Hadley goes to the bench. So Allie comes in. There's a serve, and ace by Edgemont. Serve coming up by Morgan Road. Ferguson off the back. And Dupree up to Brazy. Sends it over on the third. Free ball over. Set, and here's a chance for a spike, and said, ooh, that one would have been out of bounds. Ferguson run it down. Now they're trying to work it back in bounds and over themselves, and free ball coming over from Talea. There's one back over to Tech. Ferguson with the bump, and Jordan sends it back to the center for Headley, who puts it over. Coming back in 3 to Tech. Ferguson, Crazy Thunder, and Jordan Wall getting that one over, but she's in the net. Going to be called for net violation. Point Lady Moguls. Edgemont with the serve. Back line to Crazy Thunder. Back up front to Brazy. Brazy sets it up for Walm. And that's in. Point Lakota Tech. Serving for Lakota Tech is number 38. That would be Daisy Big Crow. Big Crow serve. Back center line. There's a bump up to the front. Coming back in 3. There's a powerful shot back to Tech, but Tech works it out, gets it back over. Headley sending that one back in 3. And here's a set by Edgemont and tight to the net, and they get it over. One bump back by Headley. Now it's back to Tech, and Wald sends it over in 1. 2 shots back. Ferguson runs that one down, and Dupree going to set the one up for Headley. Puts it over. Here's 3 shots and back. Good job by Big Crow handling that. Back over by Headley after a set by Talea. Third shot coming back. Now Talea off the back center, all the way back up front. And it's going to be Wall trying to put that one over, and it's in the net. Well defended. It looked like by number 3, Anna Hansen of Edgemont. So after all that, 16-5 the score. Barrow, number 13 for Edgemont, goes back and has a seat. Out comes Hadley once again. That serves in the net. Point Lakota Tech. See if they get that scoreboard, and we should be at 6. Pretty sure we're at 6. They haven't scored it yet. Carry called by Edgemont. Now we should be at 7. I've got the scoring at 1 extra point. Unless there was a redo, and I don't think there was. There's an ace. We'll go ahead and leave our score at 7. It looks like they're going to, maybe I missed something somewhere along the way, but 16-7 showing on the board here, so we'll go with that. Headley to serve. There's a set by Edgemont, and that is a strong shot back over. Ferguson gets it, and Big Crow up to Mills. They get it back over to Edgemont. There's a set by Edgemont. Back to the back line, Big Crow, Dupree, and over by Wall. Going to set this one up. And that one's, was it in? Let's see which way they send the ball. Looks like it was in, so point Lady Moguls. 17-7 score on the board here in the gymnasium. And that one matched up at the bottom of the screen there. There's an ace by number 14 of Edgemont. Number 14, that would be Rayleigh Provorsi. Provorse. We'll go with Provorse. And there's an ace by her once again. 19. Oh, we have a line violation. So line violation will take that point off the board, and we're still at 18 over there for Edgemont. And let's go ahead and give another point to Lakota Tech. There's a line violation on that serve. Wallen to serve. And, ooh, nice digs to get that one back over to Lakota Tech. And Mills sending a powerful shot back, but Edgemont handling it. And this one's going to be over and out of bounds. Point Lady Tatanka. Jordan Wallen back to serve once again for Lakota Tech. Down by 9 here in the second set after Edgemont won the first 25-15. And that one's third shot. Yep, they get it back over. Crazy Horse. Back to Crazy Horse and over. There's a free ball coming over. Going to be set up. Third shot coming back, and that one's too much, out of bounds. Point Lady Tatanka. Wallen to serve once again for Lakota Tech. Over. Bump, set, and spike. And with the kill, number 11 off the hands of Headley on that back line. 19-10 here in the second set. Edgemont trying to close this match out. 2, and that one's in the net. Point Lady Tatanka. And our varsity game coming up after this, so keep an eye out for that. 2 shots back, and it's Wallen off the back line, and Mills sends it over in 2. Back in 2 to Tech. Wallen to Dupree, and Mills sends it back over, but that one's out of bounds. Point Lady Tatanka, or point Lady Mogul, sorry. 20-11 is the score. There's a serve, and there's an ace for Edgemont. I believe that's number 11 with the serve. It's Hadley Hollenbeck. So Hollenbeck to serve again. Mills and Brazy back to Mills, and Mills over. Free ball coming over. Set on the second, and a spike on the third. It goes out of bounds. Point Lady Tatanka. Maya Mills, number 18 for Lakota Tech with the serve. In tight to the net, but they get it back out for the set, but not over. Point Lakota Tech. Mills serve. Nice serve over the back right side. Second bump, they got a long ways to get it back over. Indeed they do. Mills with the first bump, and Dupree sends it back over with a tap in 2. Here comes the third shot back to Tech. Mills, Dupree setting it up for Talea. Gives it a bump over. Here's a set by Edgemont to the right side, and they find an empty spot in the Tatanka defense. There's the serve. Mills down to get that one, and not able to get it back over. Point Lady Moguls. 23-13. There's the serve, and Jordan Brazy over to Talea. Gets it over on the third. Free ball coming over. There's a set. Here's a spike from the left side. Long getting that, and Mills able to get over there. It's in tight to the net. Not quite enough to get over, so it is set point, match point, and number 2, Caitlin Loritzen. Mills, high free ball coming over after one hit. Here's a set by Edgemont, in nice and tight, but that one's out of bounds, so Lakota Tech stays alive. Got a substitution. Ferguson's going to come in for Talea. Ferguson to serve for Lakota Tech. Ferguson wears a pink shoe and a black shoe. Probably got another pair of shoes at home just like it. Back over to Tech. Mills. And that one's over. Nope. Number 2 for Edgemont, trying to be sneaky and sneak that one over, but not enough height on it, so Ferguson will serve once again. There's a, I was going to call it ace, but nope. Got a volley going on here. There's a set by Edgemont. Third coming back, and that one's in. And that will be the final.
All right,
ending 25-15. Same score as the first set. So winning in 2 sets. Winning the match in 2 sets is the Edgemont Lady Moguls. So we'll be back shortly on our next broadcast with the varsity game.